Back for another episode with Football with James. He's on his way here shortly. This was an emergency episode. We were not going to cover our playoffs until the end of the first set of games, which is today, and then start up tomorrow to review the two games that happened today, and then talk about the ones coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we just watched the Rams and Panthers, and we said, "Hey, we got to tape an episode. We got to tape an episode ASAP." So we're going to talk about the game that just passed.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the game that's coming tonight, and then we'll save everything else for the weekend for another day. James, immediate reactions. We just watched the Rams beat the Panthers 34-31.
The Panthers had a lot of opportunities to just win the game, and they just didn't get it. That's what makes a team good.
Give me an example.
They had a lot of opportunities, and they just didn't convert on them. I mean, even up until the very last seconds, on the 3rd and 10, the guy was open, and Bryce Young was under a bit of pressure and overthrew the guy.
You're talking about the cut that was out of bounds?
Yeah, the overthrow on 3rd and 10. And then the final play on 4th and 10 for the Panthers, he just dropped it.
Yeah, Horn just dropped the ball.
Yeah, they could have had a chance, and they just didn't get it.
Listen, I'm the last guy that will get on a professional athlete for a drop. It happens. Puka dropped a wide open possible score in the beginning in the first half as well. So I don't. The drop's not the issue. It's just to watch a game end like that. Such a great game, back and forth, potential upset on the line, to end that way.
And 2 opportunities in a row. It's like.
But listen, the Panthers fought hard.
Yeah, it was better than I expected.
Yeah, I mean, the line was 10. The Rams were 10-point favorites. So kudos to the Panthers. That's a young team that I think is going to grow. I think Bryce Young is showing that he's more talented and has greater potential than people thought after his first year.
Yeah.
You just went up against a veteran quarterback, a Super Bowl winning coach, a really strong defense, and a team that just knew how to finish at the end.
Yeah, definitely. I think most of this comes down to the actual experience and the Rams winning a Super Bowl against the Bengals in 2021 really recently. I think it gave them a lot of experience with the playoffs, as of Bryce Young being a rookie and the Panthers not making it to the playoffs as much.
Well, he's not a rookie.
Oh, basically a rookie.
He's young. Yeah. It's his second year, right.
And they just haven't had the chance to go in the playoffs, and I think the nerves got to them, and they just folded.
Right. That's okay. You know what? It was a great game. I can't wait to watch this next one. And since we want to get back to watching, let's just analyze it real quick. We got the Bears at home. They are the favorite. Their record is 11-6, up against the 9-7-1 Packers. I heard this morning on one of the pregame shows that despite the fact that this is a major rivalry, one of the biggest rivalries of all time, this is only the 3rd time they have played each other in the playoffs. So it's a big game.
It is kind of crazy that this is only the 3rd time.
Yeah.
But when you've also got to take into account when you look at the game that Jordan Love has been injured for a few games, and I'd like to see how he can come back from the injury.
Yeah.
A lot of people are expecting him to play just as well, but I'm not so sure.
I'm not either, James. Vegas or the odds makers, they have the Packers as favorites. As of this morning, it was what was it, 1.5 or no 3? I could look it up.
I think it was around 3. I'm not sure.
I'll look it up while you talk. But I don't like them as favorites. I have Chicago winning this game.
Yeah, and especially because Chicago is home, I think that makes a huge difference with the crowds, and in a possibly really close game here. The crowd and the nerves, I think, are going to make a huge difference, especially because it's in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's Packers by 1.5, and the over/under is 44.5. So 1.5 is tight. I like the Bears tonight. I think Caleb Williams has been great under Ben Johnson. I think they're going to use their running backs like the old Detroit Lions used to use. I think they're going to wear down this Packers defense without Micah Parsons, and that crowd's going to be nuts. I got the Bears winning this game, but I think I hope it's a close one. I hope it's as good as the game we just watched, but I'm not sure it will be. I like Chicago winning this game.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to decide who's going to win, especially because it's going to be most likely a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
And I think last time they played, although Chicago did win, I'm gonna say the Packers won because if they got the onside kick and all that stuff, so they should have won.
Packers
and it was a really close game.
Yeah.
And I think if that kind of game would happen again, the Packers won't make the same mistake twice.
Right.
But maybe the Bears will play better too.
Yeah.
And it is in the playoffs.
So a lot changes in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Packers beat the 49. No. They beat the Cowboys last year as a 7 seed. So they do have a bit of experience in the playoffs.
Right. And they're
the Bears.
7 seed again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And the Bears, Caleb Williams, I don't think's ever played in the playoffs.
No, but I like the way this kid plays. And it's funny because we just said the Rams won based on experience, and yet we both are leaning towards the Bears, who are actually the least.
I never said that.
Oh, well, I'm leaning towards the Bears, who have less experience. You would say Matt LaFleur's been in the playoffs before. Jordan Love's been in the league a long time. But in this case, I think, despite the experience, I do think the Bears will come out. Who are you picking? You said you haven't picked yet.
I'm not sure.
Coin toss for you to flip?
Yeah, it is pretty much a coin toss because Chicago and Caleb Williams is just going to play really good. But while the Packers also have a few decent players on their defense and a great quarterback, Jordan Love, who's been not playing the best this year, and some really good receivers like Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, and Christian Watson,
and maybe Matthew Golden even too.
We were big on Golden in the preseason, but he hasn't done much at all. Maybe this could be his breakout game.
Yeah, that's what my take is. I'm taking the Packers on this one.
So you got James picking the Packers and maybe predicting Matthew Golden to have his breakout game.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the Bears.
Okay.
We'll check in with you guys next time. We're gonna go watch football.
What?
Let's go watch football.
No, the other playoff game.
You want to do those now?
Yeah.
You don't want to do them tomorrow?
I said playoff.
Oh, editorial fix here. We're going right to the play. We're gonna go all the playoff games. All right, so let's go back into the playoff games for tomorrow. Playoff picture. Here we go. Sorry guys, I was not expecting that. Little technical issue here. Hold on. Playoff bracket. All right, so tomorrow's games. Let's start with the 1 o'clock game tomorrow, which is going to be Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Jacksonville's a whole team. Their record is 13-4. The Bills, 1 game less, are away, 12-5. We got Josh Allen and the Bills, who were the favorites early in the season, kind of not fell apart, but kind of slowed down near the end. And Jacksonville, which is the opposite, coming on strong with their new coach. We're seeing the quarterback play really step up. We're seeing their defense get stronger. So this game is a lot tighter than people think. Who do you got? What do you think?
So I think both of these quarterbacks, Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence, have both been playing excellent. I think Buffalo has a slight win on the quarterback side. But when you look at the receivers, I think I'm also going to have to give that to Buffalo with Shakir. But maybe not, actually. Actually, I'll give the receivers to Jacksonville. The tight ends definitely go to Buffalo here with Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. But
Buffalo's defense is actually not very good at stopping the run.
Yeah, they're not that good.
No. And you got a pretty dynamic running back in Etienne. So there's a chance for something to happen there. But I also think the opposite is true with Buffalo's offense. They run the ball extremely well. And even though Jacksonville has a good defense, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. And Buffalo has a lot more experience than Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even close.
I think this game is going to be another shootout for sure. I'm not sure who's going to win. But we've seen Trevor Lawrence play and come in clutch when he needs to. So for those reasons, I actually don't know who I'm going to take.
I'm going Buffalo on this one. I think the Bills pull this one off and move on to the next round.
I think this is going to be run, and then they're going to use a pass because the defense is going to cover. I think it's going to be a two-sided offense, like passes and runs. because they both have
the balanced offense.
Yeah, they both have great running backs with Etienne and James Cook, and great quarterbacks and pretty decent receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're quite similar teams.
They're very similar teams. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
They're very similar. I could see Jacksonville being the type of team that Buffalo has become, in the hunt all the time, but not quite making it.
It just comes out to, like...
I just think it's Buffalo's time. I do. I think it's their time. They've been knocking on the door for a long time. Allen's got the MVP. He's got all these, last year, he's got all these accolades. It's time to win a Super Bowl. I think they're going to have more drive, I think.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one again, because I just think the Jaguars have been playing great. This isn't the Bills from 2024. These are the Bills from 2025.
Right.
That is who is playing against the Jaguars. The 2024 Bills are not playing against the Jaguars. If it was the 2024 Bills, I'd say they'd win. But these Bills have not been playing as well. And for those reasons, I'm taking Jaguars.
All right. Another split. I got Bills. James has Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's 4 o'clock game, personally, is my favorite game on paper. We've got the 12-5 San Francisco 49ers actually going away to a team that has a worse record, the 11-6 Eagles. Reason the Eagles are home is because obviously they won the NFC East. Not a very strong division this year. And the 49ers, despite their great record, are in a stacked division. So they ended up with the 6th seed. And so they're going to Philly. I'm struggling with this one. I think these teams are going to go at it. I think they're very, very good teams. McCaffrey's healthy. Kittle's looking good. Purdy is back. The 49ers defense is not, unstoppable, but I think they're getting stronger as the season goes. And they're up against an offense that can come at you so many different ways. Jalen Hurts can run. Saquon Barkley, we know he could run. They got a great tight end in Goddard. A.J. Brown and Smith might be the best wide receiver combo in the league. I don't know if that's totally true or not, but I think they're up there. And Philly's defense is just not that defensive backfield. Those corners and safeties, lights out. So It's going to be tough. I think this one's a shootout. I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes into overtime, to be honest with you. But I'm going to give Philly the edge just because they're home.
I'm going to have to disagree with you again. I think the 49ers are just slightly better at what they do.
Okay.
I think McCaffrey is better than this year's Barkley because
But it's not McCaffrey against Barkley. It's McCaffrey against Philly's defense.
Yeah, it's McCaffrey. It's McCaffrey against Philly's defense or Saquon against the 49ers defense.
Correct.
I'm going to have to go with McCaffrey because he's just been like the best running back in the league by far.
For a long time.
Yeah, maybe even the best player. Maybe even the MVP if it wasn't a quarterback award.
Well, it's not always a quarterback award, but you're right. Most of the time it is. So you're going with San Fran.
I'm going with McCaffrey, and I think also A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith have been really good, but I don't know if they can do what they've been doing against the 49ers defense.
Okay.
With Fred Warner. Fred Warner's
out. Yeah, he's been out.
But aside from Fred Warner, they also have really good players on their defense.
And Robert Saleh's back. Since he's been back, their defense has returned to form.
So I don't think A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith can't take advantage of
the opportunity.
Yeah.
So you got San Fran.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
All right, we got a couple more to do here. The Sunday night game, I don't know how I feel about this one. It's the Patriots at 14-3, the number 2 seed. What a season. Hosting the Chargers at 11-6. The Chargers are kind of that team that's like, good but not great.
Yeah.
Right?
But this season has been great for both the Patriots and the Chargers. A really good season from both of these teams. It's going to be a really tough game, although it looks like the 2 seed should beat the 7 seed.
Yep.
I'm not so sure.
Well, if you end up going that way, then we're going to be in agreement because I think you have experienced coaches on both sides. Mike Vrabel and Jim Harbaugh are both experienced coaches. I think Drake May is probably a little more confident going into this game than Justin Herbert. I know that sounds crazy, but I think he is. Stephon Diggs could surprise people. I mean, people forget about him. That's an experienced receiver who's been in the playoffs before. And this Patriot mentality is we're the underdog. Even though they're 14-3, people aren't respecting them. I got the Patriots winning this game. What are we doing? Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree
Stop.
with you.
Stop.
Again.
You serious?
Yes, because because I think the Patriots haven't had that good. Like, they have a really weak schedule, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
One of the easiest schedules in the league.
Yeah, they do.
And when they have to play good teams, they haven't been the best.
Okay.
I mean, they beat the Bills once, they lost to the Bills the other time. And the Chargers are a really good team with a decent defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Kendrick Booty is that good.
Oh, the wide receiver?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be
Diggs,
able.
Diggs is their number one, though.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
And
but
they got Hunter Henry, too. And
but
decent running, but Trayvon Henderson's come on big at
all
the end.
these players, like, they're decent, but I don't know if they can do what they've been doing against a good defense like the Chargers.
Okay.
I mean, the numbers they're putting up are against teams like the Jets.
Yeah, they did play the Jets twice, the Dolphins twice. I mean, that's not a strong division either outside of the Bills and Patriots.
So I'm going to have to go with the Chargers on this one based on experience again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if the Patriots are. I think they're going to be surprised on how good the Chargers will play. And I think Herbert, he has a lot of experience in the playoffs, beating the Jaguars from coming down.
Remember that game? That was crazy.
The Wildcard round.
That game was nuts.
Yeah, and the Chargers have also a decent amount of experience in the playoffs. The Patriots,
I mean, Diggs has experience. And
Diggs is not
that's
the
about
same
it.
Diggs.
That's about it.
Wait, is Diggs even playing?
Last I checked, he was. I don't think there's an injury report on him.
Wasn't he
injured?
Arrested?
Oh, I don't know. You're right about that. I don't know the story with that if he's playing or not. That's right. He had some legal issues.
Hurry up, look it up. Okay, don't keep them waiting.
Okay, well, while I look it up, why don't you talk about the next game, which I think we are going to agree on, which is the Texans and Steelers on Monday night. You start talking about that one while I look up the Diggs thing.
Okay, so Texans, Steelers, they both have really good defenses. I think this is going to be a really low-scoring game because the Texans don't have that good of an offense, and the Steelers also have a really good defense. If I'm going to have to say something, it might be a hot take. I think most of the points are actually going to be on defense and special teams. I think most of these points are going to come from field goals, maybe even pick six, scoop and scores. I think most of the points are going to come from defense and special teams because these defenses are so good. And I also think there's going to be very good field position if the defenses just stop the offenses right at the start.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a defensive battle too. And the Texans are home number one, and they're on a 7-game win streak. And when you start winning like that, you could taste it, right? You just feel the win, and you get such confidence going into a game. And you're hosting, and they won their division. And the Steelers basically limped their way into the playoffs by barely beating the Ravens.
What? Texans aren't hosting.
I'm sorry, the Steelers are hosting. That's right. Oh, that changes things actually.
Yeah,
because Pittsburgh's
it really
nuts.
does.
It's crazy out there. The terrible towels are going to be everywhere. Are we going to disagree again? There's no way.
We are. Because I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Oh my God, I'm definitely taking Houston.
I did say.
Why? Why do you think Pittsburgh's in the just because they're home?
Because I said last episode, Houston is one of my Super Bowl contenders, but Pittsburgh has a good enough defense to stop Houston.
Yeah.
And I think if any offense is going to score points, it's going to be the Steelers.
Why?
I don't think Houston is just simply going to be able to score points. I think if any team is going to score points, it's going to be the Steelers.
You mean in this game?
Yeah.
So you think the Steelers' defense, you think the Texans' offense is not strong enough to overcome the Steelers' defense?
I just don't think they can compete.
Offense can get a couple of points here and there. Okay, all right.
That's my take.
Well, you heard it here first. We're disagreeing on every single pick.
Everything.
Everything. I wish we would have done this before the Rams Panthers. I wonder who you would have picked. I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go watch some football.
Wait, any other games?
That's it.
Can we check?
That's it. That's it for the playoffs. That's all of them.
Oh, hot take. I got Seattle advancing to the divisional round.
Ha ha.
Insane. I know. Okay, wait.
I got Denver.